and gold. You can't go wrong. It does make your skin look super good. That's really annoying. Why do you have glitter?
Hi guys! I am back for my review that I told you about a few weeks ago for my Touche Eclat Blur Perfector and Blur Primer. Here they are. If you haven't seen my video on my influencer unboxing where I got these two wonderful products, make sure that you check those out. I'll make sure to keep a link in the description box down below, so watch that. Yes, watch that. So, I have been using these for about a month now, and there's pros and cons to both of these products. Let's start off with the Touche Eclat Blur Primer. Now, as you can see, I've already been through like almost half of this bottle, and I've been using it almost every day. And so I think this lasts for a very long time. The product, a little bit, goes a long ways. So that is good because this is $58, I believe. If that's wrong, I'll have the real amount that it is somewhere on the screen. So if you're spending that much money on a primer, you want to make sure that it goes a long way. You don't want to be using it for like 2 weeks and then it's gone and poof, there goes $58, you know? So that is a positive. Now, one of the negatives is it has glitter in it, and they're little gold specks. And I've watched other reviews on this product, and other people have mentioned that when they put this product on their face, they don't see any of the gold flecks, but I do. I don't know if that's because I'm so pale or if I'm looking harder than they are, but I notice the flecks on my skin, and even when I put on my foundation, then the flecks still shine through. And of course they say that this is illuminating, which it's not illuminating. It has glitter. If that's what you're going for, then you'll love this. But I prefer something more along the lines of L'Oreal and their illuminating primer, because that's more illuminating. It makes you look like you're glowing from the inside out rather than you have glitter on your face. So that's not really what I'm into. So that would be a con for me. But if you like that, then ignore that. Because the primer itself is really good. When I use this, it makes my skin feel so soft, and it makes my foundation go on flawlessly. My skin looks amazing with this on. My foundation has never looked better. It glides on, it goes over all of my imperfections, and I have big pores right here, and they're gone. And I've used quite a few primers, and none of them have made my pores look as good as this primer does. I just wish it didn't have those glitter flecks in there, because at the end of the day, when I wash off my makeup, the glitter is still on my face. I cannot get rid of it. So that's really annoying. Why do you have glitter? Does it make the makeup last longer? I don't think so. I don't think it makes my makeup last longer than any other primer, or even without a primer. I mean, I'm oily, so this doesn't do anything about my oil. So I'll get oily and my makeup will come off. That just happens. But it does make your skin look super good. And if that's what you're going for, if you want to pay $58 for that, then go for it. And keep in mind, like I said in my unboxing, this isn't the size that you're going to get when you buy it off of Sephora. You're going to get 1 fluid ounce. So that's about the size of a foundation. So you're going to get a lot more than this for $58. So the next product is Touche Eclat Blur Perfector. Now this I was really excited about because it's so pretty. I love the packaging. Pink and gold. You can't go wrong. And then it's just like the cutest little compact, and it's quite gross in there. I've been using it like every day. I love the mirror. I love the compact. It's the perfect size. I put it in my purse. It goes everywhere with me. Now there's 3 different things that it says that this is supposed to do. It's supposed to go over your face when you don't want to use a foundation, and it's supposed to help perfect your skin. And I'm skeptical of that because I have acne, I have discoloration, and you know, all of that stuff. So using just this like weird rosy balm product instead of a colored foundation that is tinted, I was quite skeptical of that. So I gave it a go, and the thing is, it did make my skin look a little bit better. It did make the redness tone down a little bit, but it doesn't cover up acne or dark pigmentation or anything like that. So if you have fairly nice skin, you could probably get away with using this if you didn't want to use a foundation that day. But for me, I'm not comfortable doing that. It doesn't do enough for me. Now, the other things that it says that you can use this for is to help with oiliness, which you know I got. So when I got oily, what you do is you just take a little bit of this on the pad that they give you, and you pat it in your oily spots, which is my T-zone. And it takes a little getting used to, because this is a balm and it's not a powder. And I'm used to using powders, you know, that's the standby, that's what everyone has. But this is a balm, and so it's a little different. The first time I used this, I hated it, because when I used it, it moved my foundation. I felt like I put Vaseline on my skin, and I was already oily, so I didn't need more like balmy texture on my skin. I was not happy. I was like, this is the worst thing ever, and it just ruined everything. But then I was like, I watched a few reviews and people said that they liked it. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. So I gave it a go, doing a few different things, and I found that I liked it. I had to teach myself how to use it. You can't use a lot of it. You have to use a very small amount. I was like scooping it up with the pad, but you really have to tap it, your pad in there very light, and then tap it on your oily spots. Well, I was like getting the balm and like swiping it on, so of course it felt like Vaseline and everything. But if you're very gentle with it and you use a little bit of amount, it does help with oil control. But I still prefer powder. Powder works better for me. It keeps the oil away for longer. Maybe I'm set in my ways, maybe I'm old-fashioned, I don't know, but I prefer my powder. I don't get cakey because I don't have dry skin, so maybe this is more intended for somebody who has drier skin but can get oily throughout the day, and so a balm is more your speed than a powder that can get cakey and get into your dry patches and stuff. So maybe this is more for people with dry skin who need something to fix their oiliness every once in a while. If you're oily, I don't know, this isn't my favorite, and it's $55, I think. I'll have the real number, the price, somewhere on the screen. For $55, I wouldn't buy this myself. I would rather use my Stay Matte by Rimmel. It's like, I don't know, $5 or something. I'm sorry, YSL, but this just didn't work for me. So overall, these products, they worked, but they weren't the standard that I thought they were gonna be. Maybe I had too high of standards. That's possible, because I've never used YSL products before. So I was like, oh, YSL, you know, that's the pinnacle of high-end makeup. I had really high standards for these and they weren't met, so I was disappointed. They do work. They don't do exactly what they say they're gonna do, and there is a little bit of a learning curve, but they work. And if your skin type is different than mine, if you like glitter, if you have dry skin and you rather have a balm than a powder, then totally go for these, because they do the job. They do work, but they're not good for me. I hope that was helpful. And let me know down below if you used these products and what you think of them. Make sure you let me know of any primers that you really like, or any powders that you really like, or if you've used this balm or any other balm, because I know there's other balms out there like from Mally and stuff like that. So I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!